Welcome everyone to another scary review. And what horror video game do I have in store for you? Well, 12 minutes! Okay, so it's not actually a scary game, but I did play it and I do want to talk about it. So it's actually a thriller, so it kind of works, right? Let's just do this. In 12 minutes, you play as a guy who finds himself stuck in a time loop that lasts exactly 12 minutes, and you have to find out why you are in this time loop. You can go around, interact with a bunch of objects, give your wife a nice smooch until William Dafoe, who's the voice actor of the random cop that shows up, and literally kicks your teeth in. And then you have to find out, why does he show up? Why is he so interested in your wife? Why is it that he, no matter what you try to do, loves to punch you in the face, or headbutt you in the face, or shoot you in the face? But it doesn't matter how many times he beats you up and or kills you, you will reset regardless on this 12-minute time loop. And that is the thrill ride that you have to try to uncover for yourself. What I like about this game is there are a lot of different ways for you to approach the session. Despite the fact that you reset the time loop, for example, you can just hide in the closet and not even let your wife know you're home and then just watch what happens. It gives a whole different dilemma to the situation, and then you can reset the loop with some more knowledge gained. And knowledge is power in this game. Your goal is to learn as much as you can about yourself, your wife, and the cop. While this whole thing seems really exhilarating at first, and it is, and it makes you really excited and intrigued to find out more about the story, it does start to very quickly become tedious after about, I'd say, 5 to 10 playthroughs, just because you feel like at times there's only so much you can do, because this is basically one gigantic puzzle of a video game. Sometimes I wish I could just skip through the dialogue, for example, because I heard the dialogue over and over and over again, and while yes, I can technically skip through most of it, sometimes it still feels like it drags on for a long time, and especially when you have a bunch of knowledge and you're trying to make a certain sequence of events occur, and if you mess it up, then you have to go back again, and then you have to spend essentially another 10 to 12 minutes making that sequence reoccur, and hopefully the next time you don't mess it up. That's the type of thing that this game can just really wear you down. But all of that can be paid off as long as the story is good enough at the end. And I am pleased to say, on a positive note, that 12 minutes technically does have multiple endings, and there is one true ending. But unfortunately, I personally cannot say that I was the most thrilled about the ending. Mainly because, and I'm not going to spoil anything, I just didn't find it necessarily a credible ending. Even with these drawbacks though, I just want you guys to know that I still thoroughly enjoyed my time with this game, especially for the first little bit when I was just messing around to see what I could do. For example, you can kill yourself, which technically isn't that great of a thing because you can technically do that in most video games to some degree, but this game in particular just makes it very strangely satisfying to know that you can reset the time loop by slitting your own throat or by shooting yourself in the head. I found that very entertaining, and I can kill my wife over and over again, which for some reason is also a weird plus, and I promise that has nothing to do with any implications in the real life. I just found it very entertaining in the game. I promise. Annapurna Interactive publishes some of the most unique video games that I have played in the past few years, and they continue to do so with this game. 12 minutes, I don't think it's the best game I've ever played. It has some big name actors like William Dafoe and Daisy Ridley voice acting in this game, and while they do a good job, I don't think that does anything that makes it special by any means. But I still enjoyed it. I do think it's a very fun and interesting experience. Like I said, it does get very tedious at times, onerous if you will, but I'm still going to recommend this game. I'm going to give it, for my letter grade, a B-. This concludes my review as part of my horror-themed video game month. Not that I'm doing a very good job of that, but I promise next time I will actually have for you a horror-based video game. But until then, guys, I am Bradley Overrated, out like a trout, and I'll see you next time.